Namaste, happy February, or soon to be Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Rising signs. This is your video. I'm talking to you. I'm doing 9 cards from the Osha Zen deck for this reading, along with one from the Witch's Wisdom Oracle deck for you for February. So let's just jump right into it this month, shall we? Okay. Okay. So, current self, we have here fighting, and we have the outsider coming up. So, this deals with stress, really, over here on this side with the fighting. This deals with stress and coming up against obstacles, perhaps within yourself or externally, both, perhaps. So there's an energy of being over-guarded here, overly protective, and easily triggered. The outsider card, the 5 of Rainbows or 5 of Pentacles, it would be, has to do with being at a stage where we feel we haven't realized something yet. We feel like we're blocked from our goals, from our progress, from our success, or from where we want to be, some sort of energy we want to be in. Whether this is love and wanting a love relationship, or whether this is financial, wanting a financial situation that's above what you fathom you can achieve at this time, or whether this is wanting to travel, wanting to connect with somebody, wanting to feel like you can trust others. Many different ways this can manifest, but essentially it's wanting something, having a vision of something, and feeling like you're blocked from it, not knowing how to get there, and overcome your obstacles. But there is a way with this card, and there's the potential for discovering the way in. You're definitely overthinking. Spirit's definitely saying you're overthinking with this, on guard. Okay, let's take a look at your goals a little bit. February. Key goal, obstacle to overcome. Cool, obstacle to overcome. Okay. So you are wanting to relax. You're wanting to reconnect with your authenticity, your spirituality, reconnect with the cosmos. Just be, relax, be. And this is also a card of manifestation and creation. So it could be that you're wanting to create some things as well. And so it's being represented as creation energy here. And it's being able to actually come back to basics. Right? That's sort of the special aspect of it, the shooting star here, that's connected into wishes, is being able to come back to basics and focus in on the energy behind things and the energy that you want to amplify. The obstacle to overcome is the Fool card. This could be your own courage. This could be becoming brave enough to take a risk, or calculating out a risk, being able to maintain a level head and think things through so that your risks are calculated and not so foolhardy that you create extra stumbling and struggle for yourself. I mean, you can do that and you'll learn through that, but it's a more chaotic energy than your key goal is showing up as. So I'm thinking that you're wanting to make calculated risks here, but you're needing to follow your heart, and you may have some courage to muster up in order to do so. major accomplishment, nothingness, the 5 of major arcana. This is actually getting to that state and connectivity, accomplishing this key goal, being able to connect in. Nothingness is a card that's really very strongly attached to mindfulness, meditation, and just, different mindfulness meditation. I mean, it's being able to calm the mind, really, and stop overthinking things. So this is a major accomplishment because it brings you into a state of pure slate. We've got a clean black slate here, pure creative energy, gestation energy that you're able to manifest with. So let's look a little deeper now. Okay. Alright, so what to avoid is being in a state of scarcity mindset, a state of fear around money, and being greedy with your money, or hoarding your money, hoarding resources, feeling like there's not enough, and being really clingy with it. The miser. This isn't always monetary. It is the rainbow suit, and it does relate to the pentacles, so it's very apt to be. But it isn't always. Sometimes it can be other things like your time, your love, your affection, or something else. Okay. We have what to embrace. Courage, 8 major arcana card. Embrace your courage. Your courage and your determination, your growth process. Embrace the sun, the joy, that which nourishes you, and your forward movement towards getting ever closer to these things, right? Having more of them in your life, or a stronger current of them, is sort of how it's depicted here. So your courage to keep moving forward is what to embrace. And then we have where to find support. You have the 10 of clouds, or the 10 of swords here. The rebirth card. This could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, or it could just be in your self-expression and rebirth of your mind through integrating things, okay? Integrating and finding mental peace. But it can also be people whom you're communicating with about changes that you're trying to make, transformation that you're going through, that's occurring. And then advice and encouragement, we have ordinariness, the 8 of rainbows, or the 8 of pentacles. This is about being in the present moment, releasing worry, being in the present moment, enjoying and appreciating the present moment, observing all of the beauty around you and within, and finding the extraordinary in the ordinary. Okay, so the advice and encouragement is to do that. I feel like the Witch's Wisdom card is probably going to lean more towards advice and wisdom than anything else, or advice and encouragement as well. So this card may kind of continue on with that message, but we may get a very unique message indeed altogether. I just felt drawn towards the Witch's Wisdom one for the general readings with February. I'm doing a lunar New Year event in the beginning of February, and that's great and everything. I'm glad to do it. That's, I chose to do it. But there's also in bulk or midwinter holiday it's just, a lot of people don't know about it anymore, and it's like, it's the same as Groundhog's Day. It's the same day as Groundhog's Day. But that deals a lot with like self-love and self-care and indoor crafts and craftsmanship and purification, reflection. It's really a celebration of winter. And it also has to do with, magic and divination and things that people do when they're, I don't know, to sort of pass time. I guess it would have been in the past, probably during the colder months when you're not able to get outside and work the land, is probably how this derived. But anyway, I like to keep an essence of it, and so the Witch's Wisdom cards did call out to be used here. And now I'm doing for Aries, February 2019. Your card is Candles, Candle Magic. So, yeah, February is a really good month to tune into your intentions, that quieting the mind thing. I almost mentioned the candle magic as well when we had that nothingness card here, because it is a very useful tool, the candle, in focusing concentration, focusing the mind, focusing intentions, and, relaxing the mind and coming into meditation. So, that's nice. The Spirit's bringing that up is important. I'm going to open the booklet. Obviously, the candle colors, types of materials used, types of candles that you'd use could, have deeper meanings behind them. And we get into candle magic. Here we are. So let's look at candles revealed. Since Roman times, candle magic has been used for spells, prayers, focus, and honoring of the god and goddess. Spellcasting is sympathetic magic, and by using a candle, you can focus your intent or will to make manifest that which you desire. Colored candles invoke different spells by combining their vibrations with intention. Okay. So there's much that can be done with oils, anointing them. Candles, anointing them in oils, herbs. It's an interesting art or branch of magic to look into. I'm really big on the types of materials that are used, honestly. Like I have some upcycled candles I'm in the process of trying to make from reusing wax, actually. So, because there are ones that burn a lot cleaner than others, and unfortunately in most places that I'm aware of, the price seems to be reflected against Mother Nature's best interest. So that is put out. Now let's move on to the Witch's Foresight. It says, this is a magical time for you. Your manifesting abilities are strong. Keep your thoughts and focus positive. Use candles at home, at bath time, and in sacred ceremony. Study candle colors for healing and magical purposes. Keep shining brightly. So another thing is if you wanted to work with candles, but you don't want to add the pollutants to the air, or you're in a place where you don't feel like it's safe to use candles, or you're not allowed, or you don't have any, or whatever. There's other options, like the battery candles, with the switch on the bottom. I've seen them at the dollar store. I don't have an image of them to show you at the moment, but those work as well to focus your intent in on that flame. And then, working with colors in general. Also can be assistive in February if I'm feeling for you. So let's read Witch's Wisdom, and then the chant is what I will leave you with, my friends. Your desire to work as a magical practitioner is acknowledged as candles illuminate the path of the wise for you. The spark of inner wisdom calls you to invoke the divine, for true magic begins with your desire to make something happen. Time for a little candle magic? As you gaze into the sacred flame, you are reminded of your true connection to the source, for your soul spark is immortal. Never doubt your abilities of focus, willpower, and visualization, for in doing so you are disregarding the powers of the world that live beyond that which is seen. Remember, all is magic and illusion. This sacred act of candle magic has been with you since your very first birthday, as you blew out the flickering flame before you and made a wish. You worked with the 3 principles of magic and make dreams come true. Belief in your tools, as well as yourself, is key as you keep in mind the threefold law when performing any magic ritual. Okay, I love that came out. Belief in your tools as well as yourself is key as you keep your mind, etc., 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 because there's 2 sabbats, okay? The one we were talking about midwinter, or I was talking about midwinter in the first part of February, and then Lunastad, the first part of August, that are really associated in paganism and magic as being, they're associated with your tools and the cleansing and purification and charging of your tools and appreciation of your tools. So, whether that's, cookingware, cauldrons, right, or it's candles, or it's pen and paper, or whatever your tools are, your car, etc., right, and what you're trying to manifest. So I love that coming out. And then also I really love the bottom line here winds up being, remember karma, remember that, like, there's a cause and effect in the universe here. So also it's putting a message from spirit in here about, if you wouldn't want something inflicted on you, try not to inflict it on other people. Like, everybody's different and has different preferences, but ultimately there's an energetic exchange in the universe where we get back kind of what we put out, and if we're mindful about that, that can help. So the chant here, candles magic. Magic comes from deep within. Ignite the flame, let it begin. Desires in mind, don't be the fool. Focus as you choose your tool. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. Okay, Aries, thanks for joining me. Happy February. I hope you enjoyed your free zodiac reading, and I'll talk to you soon. Be well. Bye-bye.